Hi, Fran Torsen here. I'm working with Easy Animator Pro, and one of the features I love about this program is the ability to breathe life into a static image. Let's import an image here to get started. All right, so we've got our screen here. We're going to say bye-bye to our little friend, and I'm going to import an image from one of my favorite collections. I love these doodles, and this is a static image. That will be meaningful in the real estate space. So here I've got this image, just a simple static image that I use in my whiteboard video. So I like to use this in my explain to you with the with a hand sketching that. But there are other things we can do with this, and in Easy Animator Pro I can make it come to life. So let's start by highlighting the image. All right, and using the break apart feature. Now when I break this apart, you'll see over here on the left all of the different layers that are revealed. So this particular image is rather complex. It has lots of pieces, and you can see that here. So I've got actually 110 different layers. First thing I want to do is I want to take the out animations and I'm going to remove them for the entire picture. So I'm going to go to change everything. That means everything in the image will be affected by what I do. I'm taking that off, and I'm going to go to the pause animations. So by selecting the heart here, I know that's what I'm looking at. I am going to give that a heartbeat. See, I'm going to give that little heartbeat animation. See that there? It's subtle. Good animation, right? I'm going to do the same thing to the next heart. I'm going to make that a 4 second animation. And then I'll do the same thing for the third heart. Oops. All right. So you can see there we have 3 beating hearts. All right. Now let's animate another part of this. Now usually you can go right to a section and select it, see what layer it's on, and I'm just going to give that a very, very subtle little move. So he's just moving that a little bit. And let's see, I'll make that a 3 second animation. I think I also want to make his arm move. So I've got different pieces on his arm. I'll make that bounce a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's see what that looks like now. Okay, I'm missing his thumb. And I want that to work. That's going to be a shorter animation. I'm going to make that 2. I'll make that 2 seconds long. Same thing here, 2 seconds. There's another finger. I missed a finger. There it goes. We'll add the animation to that finger too. All right, so that's okay. Where do I want to go now? Oh, his nose. Okay, let's make his nose. I kind of like that heartbeat nose. It kind of, see that? I'll just add a little bit of a wiggle to his nose. And I'll do that for 4 seconds. I like that. All right, and then I have his hair. We're gonna make his hair bounce a little. Nah, I don't like the hair bounce. We're gonna make his hair sway. How about that? Or the roto. Let's see, how about there? That's better. Okay. So we've got the hair, we've got the leg, we've got the arm, we've got the nose. What do we have here? Okay, how about his eye? Okay, I like the sway. It's a very, very subtle. It's a very subtle movement. The eye. And we have the other eye. And we'll do the same thing there. We'll make that sway. Right? And let's see what else we have here. We have the eyebrow. sway that in reverse. You see, sometimes when you have a lot of different images here, a lot of different pieces, it's hard to actually zero in on the one you want. So you can go over here to the layers, and when you move up and down the layers, you'll see exactly what you've got here. And they're usually grouped pretty closely to the last one you used. So this was number 21. Well, that was the eye. 22 was an eye. 23, that's an eyebrow. There we go. All right. And then we want to do the mouth. So let's see here. The nose. Mouth, okay. On the mouth, I kind of like these zoom in animations. They're subtle. Let me see here. This one kind of looks like he's pursing his lips when I do the zoom out. Let's see. Which do I like better? See, if I do the exaggerated, oh, that's kind of good. He's kind of like really smiling big. If I zoom in subtle, that's good too. Okay, you know, I like that. He makes him smile. And then the other thing I may just do is add a little bit of animation over here. I'm adding a sway to these images here. I think it's subtle. I'm going to make the I'll add the sway, and it will just be a two second animation, just a little, just to give the scene a little bit more life. So let me see. I've got this here. See over here, that's 50. 57 is 58, 59, 60. That's what I want. All right, I'm going to make that a 2-second video, a 2-second animation, and let's see what this looks like now. Okay, so there we have it. On the animations, I am going to I'll just bring the whole image in. How about that? I'll bring the whole image in on a bounce from the left. And now I will turn this same animation into an opener for my tutorial video. So I will select the whole thing. I'll select the whole image over here, move it to the left, and add some text. So let's see here. What do I want to do? How to create. Okay, I've got my basic text over here. Let's see what I want to do with this here. Hit the T again. I'm going to center that. I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to make the text red. How about that? Then I think what I'll do is break it apart. I'm going to break it apart into lines. I'll give it a little animation there. The pause. I'm going to bring the text in from the left or from the right. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to make each one of these texts here come in from the right. All right. I'm not going to do a lot of work with this, a lot of animation. Sometimes less is more, but what I will do is I'm going to go over these hearts and I'm going to make them just a little bit longer. I'm going to add another second to those animations because those will be the final animations, the only things animated, right? The only these 3 elements will be the only elements with a 5-second animation, and that will make that a nice intro. So I will export this as an MP4 and then use this animation as the intro to my tutorial. Oh, you know what? I want one more thing there. How about my name? That doesn't have to be so big. And I'll make that in black. Right? The in animation, I'll bring that in, I'll bounce that in from the bottom, and then I will pause it. Okay, good enough. I think I'm all set.